So as you can see, I've come down by the river to pray, and it's beautiful out here. There's just so much going on. The Hebrew Israelites are waking up, and the world is becoming more and more wicked. And I can feel we're getting closer and closer to Yah's return. And so I just want to read a few scriptures about water as we sit here. So let's first go to Genesis 1, verses 2 through 3. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." So now let's go to Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the Torah, the law, is a light. So we see here that God separated the darkness, which can be sin and corruption. He separated from and brought in the light, which is the Torah, his law, his commandments. So now, if we go to Ezekiel 36, verse 2, and I will pour out my spirit on you and move you to follow my commands and be careful to keep my laws, the Torah. So he'll pour out his spirit on us, and he will move upon us just like he did when he moved over the waters. And think about it. Humans are made mostly of water. So he's pouring out his spirit and moving over us to cause the children of Israel to keep his commandments. Now let's see in Joel 2:28 what will happen. And it will come to pass that I shall pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and daughters shall prophesy. Your old men will dream dreams, and your young people will see visions. And all my life, I have been given dreams and visions, and a lot of it is of destruction and the coming and pending destruction on the wicked. And a while back, I had a very vivid dream where I went up to one of my nephews to tell him about Yah's law, his Torah, and his commandments. And my sister, who is Christian, came running up to me in the dream, and she yelled at me and told her son not to listen to anything I had to say about the Torah. And as they all stood there and ran away from me, I watched as the flesh dripped from their bones and their eyes melted out of their sockets, and I was horrified and I couldn't understand what this meant. And when I woke up that next morning, I found that scripture, that very prophecy, in Zechariah 14:12 through 13. But Yah will bring terrible disease on the nations that fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh will rot away while they are in their sockets, and their tongues will rot in their mouths. At that time, Yah will cause panic. Everyone will grab his neighbor, and they will attack one another. And so as we see, this water is so important. It's from cleansing. And I know my whole life as well, when I'm showering and praying and speaking to Yah, he speaks to me and I hear him so clearly. This water of purification is so important. And he uses it to represent the cleansing from the darkness, the cleansing from sin and destruction, and not following Yah only and following these other pagan idols. So don't follow the pagan idols. Turn back to Yah and his Torah and commandments. Keep his law. Pray to Yah before it's too late.